Morning, guys. Welcome to the channel. So, we are in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. Headed to Salt Lake City. Got a 45-foot fifth wheel on the back. I think paperwork says it weighs like 21,000 gross, but it's got a 19,000 pound shipping weight on it. So, if any of you are looking to get into the RV business, it is slow times right now, and if you don't have a CDL, it's not looking good for you. So on this channel, I guess we're going to pretty much go over all that. If you have a want, an idea to get into the RV transport, might want to check it out. There's a couple good channels on the tubes. A couple good ones that I follow, a couple good ones when I started getting in that I watched just to kind of get your feet wet. Because when you start, man, they don't tell you nothing. And I've been driving truck for 12 years now. So I kind of had a background in it and everything, but if you don't have a background in it, you're shooting in the dark. So we'll kind of go over some of that on the channel. We'll go over some of the setups, some of the tie downs. I also do flatbed, multi-haul, haul cars back, stuff like that. We'll turn our own wrenches. I got a good one coming up here when we're done with this trip. I got a squeal. Got a loud squeal. It's coming. For the last couple weeks, I've been searching for it, putting parts here and there. I think we finally got it. So it's gonna cause us about a day of work. Tear down the whole top of the motor. So that'll be coming up in a future video. But yeah. So if you're looking for information, how to make money. When I started this thing, there were so many videos of guys getting in. They shoot these YouTube videos up, and then they're up 2 months, and then they're out of the business. I don't know if it's young, no experience. Think they're going to make $1 million in 6 months, and it ain't going to happen. You got guys go out and buy brand new trucks. I got news for you, boy. That truck ain't worth nothing. I put on about 120,000 miles a year. Mainly run West Coast. We have our own shop at home. We do our work. So that helps. So if you're interested in stuff like that, stay tuned. It'll be coming. A couple videos to go over and look at the loads and stuff like that and kind of the setups. Some kind of things that I've learned along the way, what helps, what to do, what to watch for, possibly some tips on driving, whatever everybody needs, you know. Right now we're running a 2011 F350 dually, which I don't want to hear any griping from the Dodge guys. I see plenty of you on the side of the road. Doesn't matter what you're driving, they all got problems. This thing's got 351,000 miles. I bought this truck with 104,000 miles on it. Looking for wood to knock on. A little bit on the dash here. All I've had to do is put a turbo in it. And that was at 296,000 miles. And for the 2011 is the first generation of the 6.7 Power Stroke, which was known to have bad turbos. I believe it's ceramic bearings tend to fail. Some guys are going out at 50,000. Some are going out at 100,000. Some minus 296. I mean, it's going to go sometime. Parts are going to break. So if you're looking to get in this business, you need to have a little bit of common sense. You need to have the ability to turn a wrench and be confident that you can do it, because I don't know about you, but if you've looked at the parts shortages lately, or when you call around to these shops, I called around to the shop for this squeal that I've been finding, and they're quoted me $4,000 for a repair that is on the high end on replacing all of the parts, was $500 for upgraded parts. So shop labor is going to kill you. You need to be able to do most of this stuff yourself. If you can't, you can make money. You're not going to make as much. And as soon as something happens, if you ain't got the backup, you're done. So we'll kind of touch base on that in the future. We'll make some videos for that. I know there's 150 million channels on this RV transport and Hotshot, and a lot of them are bullshit. A lot of them are good, though. The problem is they start to run out of content, because it's in this business, it's a lot of repetitivity. Everything repeats. You know, wear and tear. You're going to replace a part, and how many videos can you make on replacing the same part 6 months later? You know. So you see the videos start to dwindle down, and the content starts to go away, and then you get the usual guys. Hey, I'm not making enough money. I need to go. I'm looking into doing this. Okay. So we'll get into that too eventually, but for now, a little introduction. My name's Matt. Started driving truck when I was early 20s, 37 now. Did heavy equipment before. Went and got my CDL, started driving truck, basic stuff. Get started with mom and pops. Big companies won't touch you because you got no experience. Even though you already have a CDL, you got no experience. So get in with mom and pop. Drove for a couple of years doing that. Flatbed, van, reefer. Went and hauled fuel for a while. We did that. Got out of that and went into heavy haul. Something I always wanted to do. Did heavy haul for a couple of years. Wide, tall, long, super heavy, police escorts, you name it. That's a pain in the butt. Good learning experience, though. You can learn a lot. Permits. Got tired of doing all that, though. Being gone for so long, for so much, you know. Went back into construction. Did that for a while. Got roped into doing an office position at a construction company, which is great, moving up the ladder. Huge benefit was I had a CDL, and that turned into a lot more trucking than I wanted to do, because they did oversize as well. With me having experience doing that, along with flatbed, along with being right there on the property, it's pretty beneficial to have me there. Being able to do all the compliance and all that stuff. So that worked out pretty good, but at that point in time, I really wasn't looking to get into trucking. Kind of been there, done that situation, you know. I like being home every night, that type of deal. But, you know, push come to shove, bills are getting higher and higher, and I wasn't making enough, so I had to do something. So I had my eye on this, RV transport. Some of the people there didn't believe it, said it was To quote an exit interview, it was sounds like a retirement job. Yeah, kind of is. My stress level went from 1,000 to about 2. You're your own boss, which if you're not able to kick yourself in the ass and get out that door, then bills keep coming. If you ain't making money, you're gonna be done quick. But the first year we ran pretty good, doing single pulls with the pickup. A lot of deadhead. A lot of these companies will promise you we got backhauls, and I'm with one of the biggest companies. You got backhauls, but for my first year, I did, I would say, a handful of backhauls from out west. I live in Wisconsin, central Wisconsin, so I'm not about 4 hours from the yards. Not too bad, but you better plan on some time away from home, that's for sure, if you're gonna make money. So that's what we're in. This is business. You're a business owner. You're an independent contractor. It is on you. You're here to make money, and there's no doubt about it. So if you can't kick yourself in the butt and go, you're gonna be one of them 2-month guys making YouTube videos, hoping and praying you're gonna make ends meet off the YouTube. Doesn't. So you better be able to work. You're gonna be gone. Your family's gonna be pissed. I got kids. Love spending time with the kids. Got a boat. Love being out on the boat. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So, if you think any of these companies are going to give you a load out and a load back every single time, it ain't going to happen. Majority of the time, you bobtail home. Bobtail. With the single pulls, anyways. So we did that for a year. Did pretty good. I'll tell you guys financials. I'll show them to you. I don't care. Some guys are pretty touchy about that. They don't want people knowing how much they make. We got nothing to hide. We'll go over all that. I made about a little over 100,000 gross. Comes out to about 30% of that was fuel for that year. Repair expenses is your basics. Brakes, ball joints, wear and tear items. I was pretty lucky. We didn't have nothing crazy. Some guys get in, they get a truck, they go buy a used truck, and you don't know exactly that truck in and out. You bought it from Joe Schmo off Craigslist. No problems. He's selling it just because he wants to sell it. He's never had a problem with it. Why would he sell his truck? There's a problem with it. Just adjusting light a little bit. So we did decent first year. Huge expenses. Setting that truck up is huge expense. A lot of write-offs. You need to know a little bit about taxes. You're an independent contractor. You're playing multiple roles doing this. You are the man on the ground, putting the miles on. You go home, you're the bookkeeper. You need to balance some budgets. You need to keep an eye on that. You can't be going out and flashing wads of money around looking like you own the block. You don't. It goes away quick. New administration got in. Inflation went up. So we did 100, a little over 100 last year. What are we at now? August. We're over 100 already this year. Working a lot more. Fuel, a lot more. It bites out they raise up the prices per rates, or rate per mile, sorry. But short runs doesn't cover it. It's not enough. If you can look at your numbers and you can look at each load, you can see that the rate per mile that they brought up, the only way it's beneficial is if you do long runs. A lot of guys don't want to do long runs. They don't want to be gone from home. Well, the fuel's going to eat you alive. I've done a long run, and more than one. When I do these short runs, the fuel cost was about 50% on short runs. On the long runs, I was still able to maintain that 30%. So, what does that tell you? You're able to spread that fuel cost out. The farther out you go, that higher fuel rate that they're paying, or rate per mile. So them short runs, yeah, they're paying you more per mile, but it ain't enough to cover that short run. You eat it hard. So if you think you're going to get in and just do short runs, you better have a backup. And right now things are slow. They weren't this slow last year. I know they say July, beginning of July, got about a 2-week slowdown. They're doing their swap overs, going from 21 to 22 model year, just like they do with cars. So they're doing that swap over, which is fine and dandy. But here we are, the second week of August, and there's 10 loads on the board, and they're all these heavy 19,000 pound shipping weight fifth wheels. So if you don't have CDL, you're sitting. It's big boys like me, I'll take every single one of them. And I don't care. I gotta do what I gotta do to pay bills. So yeah, we're gonna go over some stuff with this channel. I don't know, kind of hemming and hawing on even doing this. See how it goes. Give it a shot. Maybe help some new guys out. Talked to a lot of new guys on the road. A lot of guys have been here for years, and kind of a new territory for all of us. And just be prepared if you're going to do this. Be prepared to work. Be prepared to get dirty. You're going to wrench. You have to wrench. Stuff's going to break. You're going to get frustrated, but it's all on you. If you can keep it together, you do all right. So, I think when we get done with this load, which is today's Sunday morning, tomorrow morning we drop off. We'll drop this off at Salt Lake. We ain't gonna have a backhaul. I've been searching outside the boards too. Ain't gonna have them. I can tell there ain't. If you guys think you can get on, I told you that U-ship. Every time you get on there, there's some companies that'll just keep undercutting. It's business. Cool. Do it. I'll do it all day. Until I can't. Problem is on there, it's a lot of mom and pop putting stuff on there, and they don't have a clue what it takes to move stuff. And they're not very they don't respond in a timely manner. I'm not gonna wait till last minute before I'm ready to go. You need to be planning ahead, and I can't run the ship like that. It's not worth it. It's more than likely we'll drop this off Monday morning. We'll go back home. Parts are ordered, getting shipped. We'll be there. I'll show you my shop. Buddy's got a shop. Mainly we do a lot of the engine work. He's got a plethora of tools. So that's a huge benefit. If you got connections, it's going to save your butt big time. And having the ability to do this stuff, you know, if you rack up all the times you wrench on your vehicle over a year doing this, and how much that would have cost in labor alone just at a shop, that's eating up a huge profit margin. So time is money. How much is your time worth? Some people would rather have somebody else do it. That's fine. It's your business. Go for it. But I like to do my own stuff. That way, if something happens on the road, you know exactly how to diagnose it, you know exactly how to fix it, you know what tools you need to fix it, about how long it's going to take, if it's a huge problem or not, can you limp it somewhere, that type of situation. Otherwise, if you're just sitting in the lobby of a dealership waiting for them to do it, you don't know. Those guys in that shop are human just like you and I. He may have had an argument with his old lady the night before, and he's in a pissed off mood when he's working on your truck, and you don't know. You don't know how much give a damn he's got. So just beware of that. Yeah, couple other videos. So when we get back, I'll kind of show you that squeal we're talking about. It's a real super high pitched squeal from takeoff, and I had a hell of a time finding anybody on online forums that was having the exact problem I was having, and I thought it was the turbo, and I was shitting bricks because I just put that turbo in, and it's not an off-brand turbo. It's name brand. It's a Garrett turbo. It's good brand turbo. They do. Excuse me. They do. You know how many thousands of turbos a year that they build? I don't even know. I know they do a lot, so they know what they're doing. With that plus downtime, talked to the warranty department on that, and that was, if you got a warranty turbo, you got to pull that turbo out and you got to send it in, and they straight up told me it's going to be at least 4 weeks. Well, and that's your only stream of income. Can you sit for 4 weeks? Because I can't. After about a week, I'm itching. I'm itching bad. I got to get going. So it was last deal option, and we're just poking through it, trying to find anything else that it could be. And put new up pipes on the back on the turbo. Cut the shit out of my hands doing it. That's a tight one. If anybody's familiar with a 6.7, the exhaust manifolds come up in the valley, and then they run down through the valley along the turbo. Short little up pipes zip around in the back. Them up pipes maybe, I don't know, 12 inches long, max. They're not very big, but they're crammed in there. It's tight. And put new ones on there, cracked bellows on those maybe. Nope. They all look good, but I already had the parts. You're right there, throw them on. So we'll go over all that, but pretty sure we got her nailed. If that's the case, we'll be set. We'll be good for a while. This thing runs like a top. 351,000 miles. You know, be prepared to run these things till they're junk. You know, pay them off quick. Run them till they're junk. Till you can't fix it anymore. Seems to be the game sometimes. You know, a lot of these Dodge guys, I think they shut off at 600 something thousand. The odometer does. Still running them. You know, they got problems too. Don't kid yourself there. Plenty of Dodges I pass going up hills, sitting on the side of the road. Plenty of Fords I pass, sitting on the side of the road. Plenty of semis I pass. What do they all got in common? Not much. We're all stacking miles on. Who's doing the maintenance? Luck of the draw. And how much maintenance do you do? Are you on top of it? You know, are you doing it? When it's time to change that oil, you better be changing that oil, because you're gonna pay for it. So we'll go over that when we get back. We'll do some videos on that and how to, all the work we actually have to do to get in there. Pretty sure we know what the problem is. We'll show you how to fix that, and how to save yourself $4,000. There you go. How to save money. That makes sense, right? Then we'll go from there. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. Let me know. And stay tuned. See you then.